We live in a world that rushes us. Don't wait, it says. Move fast, get it now, don't fall behind. Everywhere we look, people seem to be racing ahead, climbing ladders, chasing dreams, achieving milestones. And sometimes when we compare ourselves, we feel left behind, forgotten, overlooked. But God whispers something far different. He says, wait, trust me, your strength will be renewed. Isaiah 40:31 promises us this truth. But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Waiting on the Lord doesn't mean doing nothing. It means anchoring your heart in Him when the world is shouting at you to rush. It means choosing faith over fear, trust over panic, and patience over pressure. It means believing that God's timing is not delayed, it's deliberate. That His silence is not absence, it's preparation. And that when the moment is right, He will lift you higher than you ever imagined, like an eagle soaring effortlessly above the storm. Waiting isn't easy. In fact, it can feel like the hardest thing God ever asks us to do. It feels like silence, like praying into the night and hearing no reply. It feels like standing in the middle of winter, the ground frozen and bare, wondering if spring will ever come. Maybe you've been praying for healing, longing for your body to feel whole again. Or maybe you've been praying for direction, waiting for clarity about which path to take. Or perhaps you've been praying for a breakthrough, asking God to open a door that feels firmly shut. The days pass, then weeks, then months, and still nothing seems to change. Your prayers feel unanswered. Your heart feels weary. And in the stillness, doubt creeps in. It whispers, has God forgotten me? Has He heard my cry? Maybe this is the end of the road. But the truth is this: silence does not mean absence. Delay does not mean denial. God has not forgotten you. Even when you can't see it, He is working beneath the surface, like roots growing deep underground before a tree breaks through the soil. But waiting is not wasted time. Think of a seed buried deep in the soil. To the eye, nothing seems to happen. The ground looks still, silent, empty. But beneath the surface, life is stirring. The seed is breaking open. Roots are pushing down. Foundations are being laid long before the green shoot ever breaks through the earth. In the same way, when God calls us to wait, it is never meaningless. He is doing His greatest work in silence. He is growing roots of strength in you so that when the time of harvest comes, you will not just bloom, you will stand firm. In the waiting, our faith is stretched. In the waiting, our trust grows deeper. In the waiting, our hearts are trained to depend not on what we see with our eyes, but on the one who sees all, knows all, and holds all things together. Because waiting is not God withholding from us. It is God preparing us. It is not punishment. It is positioning. It is not delay. It is divine timing. And when His timing arrives, the breakthrough will be more beautiful, more powerful, and more purposeful than anything we could have rushed to grab on our own. And then, one day, the season shifts, the silence breaks, the first signs of life appear. What felt like endless winter suddenly gives way to spring. The prayer you prayed begins to take shape. The door that seemed sealed shut begins to open. The strength you thought was gone begins to rise within you again. Hope comes, not like a faint candle, but like the blazing light of dawn, chasing away the night. Isaiah says, "They shall mount up with wings like eagles." Think about that. When eagles soar, they don't flap frantically. They don't waste energy fighting the wind. Instead, they spread their wings wide and let the very wind that once felt like resistance lift them higher. This is what it means to wait on the Lord. You don't just survive the storm, you rise above it. You don't just crawl through life, you soar with grace and strength that could only come from God. Waiting may have looked like stillness, but it was strength being renewed. And when the time comes, you discover that the very thing that once threatened to break you has become the wind beneath your wings. Because with God, the waiting always leads to the rising. So if you are in the waiting season, do not give up. Do not mistake God's silence for his absence. He has not abandoned you. Even now, he is closer than your breath, working in ways you cannot see. His timing is not late, it is perfect. His promises are not empty, they are unshakable. Every tear you've cried, every prayer you've whispered, every moment you've wrestled in the silence, it is all seen. It is all held in his hands. Waiting is not punishment. Waiting is preparation. The God who parts seas, who raises the dead, who keeps every promise, he is writing your story, and he knows exactly when to turn the page. So keep praying, keep trusting, keep being still in his presence, because one day, when the time is right, the very thing you've been waiting for will unfold in ways more beautiful than you could have imagined. And when it does, you won't just rise, you'll soar higher, stronger, freer, not because of your own strength, but because the everlasting God has lifted you up. Hold on, hope on, because with God, the waiting is never wasted. So if you are in the waiting season, do not give up. Do not believe the lie that God has forgotten you. The truth is, he has engraved your name on the palms of his hands. He has numbered your steps. He has planned your future with care. What feels like delay is not denial. What looks like silence is not abandonment. God is often working most powerfully in the places we cannot see. Just as a masterpiece is painted stroke by stroke, your life is being shaped with divine precision. The waiting is not wasted. It is where your roots grow deep, where your faith grows strong, where your heart learns to lean on him more than on your own understanding. You are being prepared, strengthened, and refined. And then, in the fullness of time, when all is ready, the breakthrough comes. Doors open. The weight lifts. Joy floods in like a river after drought. And you will look back and see that every moment of waiting had a purpose. You will see that the waiting built wings you never knew you had. Wings of endurance, wings of trust, wings of hope. And as Isaiah declared, they shall mount up with wings like eagles. You will not just walk, you will run. You will not just endure, you will soar. Not because of what you have done, but because of the God who never fails. So hold on, keep praying, keep believing, keep waiting with hope. For when God moves, he does not just meet expectations, he exceeds them. And when he lifts you, It will not just be to the place you dreamed of, it will be to the place He prepared for you before time began. The waiting is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of your flight. And if this word encourages you today, type in the comments, "I'm waiting on God." Let's encourage one another in faith. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more prayers and devotionals, and share it with someone who needs this reminder. His silence is not absence.